on KOIN Local 6 News.
We could soon see more scenes like this with freezing rain set to arrive in just hours. We're getting you ready for what may be a slick and dangerous morning commute. At 11 o'clock, good evening, I'm Jeff Gianola. Kelly is off tonight, and we have team coverage of this pinpoint weather alert. Bruce is standing by to break down the timing of the freezing rain. But first, our reporter Jolie Winaga live at the ODOT barn, where de-icer trucks are headed out for a long, cold night. Joel?
Good evening, Jeff. We are certainly not expecting the storm of the century tomorrow morning, but as we've seen in recent weeks, even a small amount of ice could make for a dangerous and very slick commute. With the possibility of freezing rain to hit the Portland area in just a few hours, de-icer trucks will put down chemical on area roads overnight. But ODOT cautions don't completely rely on this to keep you safe on your way to work in the morning.
However, when the freezing rain hits, it can dilute the material on the roadway, and the roads can refreeze.
Unsuspecting drivers last week learning this the hard way. From Wilsonville to the West Hills, slick conditions and icy roads causing plenty of crashes. And as if these folks hadn't had enough already, freezing rain could hit early Wednesday morning.
It can be really dangerous up here. We have cars in the ditch daily. We've seen them sideswipe. We've seen them down in the ravine.
And tomorrow morning, if you do hit a patch of black ice, state troopers say to first stay calm and don't hit your brakes. If your tail starts to slide, gently turn into the direction your back end is heading. But the best advice is to stay off the roads altogether.
Drivers really need to pay attention to the weather and road conditions before heading out and have a plan for how they're going to get around Wednesday morning.
Yeah, definitely good advice there. Back to a live picture here in the southwest Portland ODOT barn. That de-icer truck getting ready to hit the roads, probably Highway 26 from Sylvan all the way down to the tunnel. That is one of the dangerous areas. In the meantime, TriMet also preparing for tomorrow's storm. They say they have chained buses on standby. If that freezing rain does hit tomorrow morning, expect delays with TriMet. Reporting for you live here in southwest Portland, I'm Joel Iwanaga, KOIN Local 6. Jeff, back to you.
All right, Joel, the big question is the timing of all this and how much moisture is really out there. And Bruce is standing by with some answers for us. Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Jeff. There's plenty of moisture coming in, but the timing of that will dictate how much of it's freezing rain and how much of it's, regular old vanilla rain. Now, we're 35 degrees right now, warmer than this time last night because we've got extra clouds over the top of us. And across the metro, it's a mixed bag. We're freezing in Hillsborough, freezing in Tualatin, 29 in Wilsonville, and 30 in Oregon City. So you can see if moisture moved in right now, well, you'd have to be below freezing to get the freezing rain. So about half of us would, half of us would not. Overnight, we get a little bit colder, and the mild system rides right over the top of this cold air. That helps spell freezing rain. Now, there's three things that I want to share with you right now about the morning drive tomorrow. Number one, the Coast Range turns icy first. If you're a Coast Range commuter, you're probably going to deal with freezing rain overnight there. Number two, in the I-5 corridor, I think at the start of the commute tomorrow, the moisture's very light and spotty. It may not even be everywhere, so that will leave us just with pockets of freezing rain in the beginning. And in the gorge, it could be slick all day with a combination of snow and freezing rain. When I come back, I'm going to talk more about this. What's happening in the I-5 corridor? It's not just Portland under this freezing rain advisory. When you look at this, it's from Longview to Cottage Grove. That's more than 160 miles of territory. Jeff, I'm back in a few minutes with all the details.
And stay with us for the latest on this pinpoint weather alert. We'll have updates on the conditions on KOIN Local 6 beginning at 5 a.m. We already know that Pacific University locations won't open until noon tomorrow because of possible icy conditions. But stay tuned. If any other schools delay or cancel classes in the morning, we'll have them for you on KOIN Local 6 and on KOINLocal6.com.